The four elements, earth, water, air, fire, are primarily functions. They are modes of being. They are patterns. Of course, they are also physical things, earth, water, and so on. But they are physical things because they are metaphysical realities first. Before, or rather, after absolute unity comes polarity as a major differentiator. And polarity, meaning the masculine and feminine energies, are the basic contrast necessary for experience and creation to occur. Right after that, we have this fourfold structure of the four elements. Imagine a universe where there is simply the modality of contrast. It would be a boring universe. Well, at least compared to what we have. So, polarity not sufficient. If we want a creation, a venue for experience and self-knowledge, which is what life and everything is all about, that can provide us with stability and fluidity and circulation and transformation, we require a fourfold structure. This fourfold structure of the four elements is a metaphysical one. It is functional and operational in essence, in nature, in its nature. It occurs after polarity, and then it descends down in physical manifestation as the physical elements that we know as fire, water, air, and earth. So these elements as physical things, the physical representation is just the last stage that we are presented with and that we can identify it. But they represent, these physical elements represent a metaphysical, ontological necessity for creation with their respective functions. And if we want to develop elemental intelligence, which is what this is about, then we need to elemental intelligence, we could define that as our capacity to recognize the elements in everything and being able to balance and manipulate or use them at will, ideally. That would be developing our elemental intelligence. So in other words, elemental intelligence requires us to see everything through the lens of what is already there at all times, but in camouflage in a way, which is these four elements. Everyone is familiar with the four elements, but let's just state them just because. Earth, stabilizing behavior. In fact, we should do the other way around, just to prime us to look, to develop our elemental intelligence, see the elements as functions. Their physical representation is just the last stage. So, stabilizing behavior, earth. Movement behavior, water. Circulating behavior, air. Transformative behavior, fire. And just like polarity, which is fractal in nature, so it is for the four elements. They are also fractal, a fractal system, because they begin fundamentally at the metaphysical layer, So everything that descends down afterwards, by necessity, will have to express them in some shape or form. And that's the key to enhance our elemental intelligence, recognizing that everything that we see or experience are different shapes, different forms, different modes of being, or rather different modulations of consciousness, but they express the same four elements always. Just the shape differs. So for example, our bodies, we have bones, earth. We have fluids, we have blood, water. We have a nervous system, air. We have our metabolic system, transformation, that's fire. In psychology, we have stability, earth. We have emotions, water. We have thought, air. We have will, fire. On a societal level, we have institutions, earth, stable. We have media, or we have culture as water. We have media as communication, air. And we have politics, conflict, fire. So these four elements, because of their fractal nature, they are everywhere. It's just a matter of turning on the four elements lens. And since we are trying to develop our elemental intelligence here, I will leave you with a simple practice that you can start applying right now, which is to simply ask yourself in any type of situation, what element am I seeing here? What element is being expressed here, or overexpressed, or lacking? And if you do this simple practice of just incorporating this type of question, of inquiring in your experience, this is how you start developing that four elements lens through reality.